You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer resists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention was cared. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, baseline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey y'all, how is everybody doing? Let me go over here. Let me go over here on this Monday. Everything's crazy today. Hey Terry, hey Sheba, Mocha, Susan, Melissa L, Forgotten Whispers, Hope, I Hate Peas, Trisha, Solo, Cool Gamer, All Crime with Andy, Lisa, Marcy, Cherish, Jennifer, Juliet, Beth, Amethyst, Daisy, Jennifer, Miss Lee, Mimi. Did I miss anybody? Pebbles, welcome in. How's everybody doing? What are y'all up to today? Anything fun and interesting going on? I mean, I know there's a lot of fun and interesting stuff going on. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it interesting, but I see that the tragedy pimps are up to no good like normal, putting exploiting more families behind paywalls. Seems to be a common theme. Ooh, I bet it's cold up there. Took a nap, work, doing laundry, washed the dogs. Migraine, I'm sorry. That sucks. Work. We have a simple solution to all these jobs you guys have. You guys, the poor Tessas have to put up with a lot with me, but I'm always reminding them that I could give their bosses information to Molly and take care of their jobs for them very easily so they could play. But we haven't let that happen yet. They need those jobs. Oh, Trisha, that's right. I forgot. You are on late time. Oh, I made cinnamon rolls. I actually have cinnamon rolls on the counter raising right now. Yeah, Cherish, I agree. Lisa, homemade bread's the best. Retired young. That's good. I always mess with the Tessas, the poor Tessas. They always put up with a lot of shit for me. The Tessas were on it today. If you guys missed it on Facebook, they don't put up with no shit. Yep, come on. Come on over. Melissa, how are you feeling? Y'all, we're just going to kind of hang out. We're going to do I added some of the old videos to YouTube and just put them on unpublished of their screen recordings. So there is a few of them that I figured maybe we would go back and watch. Maybe, if you want to. Yep, cinnamon rolls, 5 a.m. here. Ugh, it's early there. All right. Anybody have any interesting stories from the weekend? There's been all sorts of shit going on. I'm hearing. I missed a lot of it, which I'm glad I did. Oh, Facebook just gets crazy. Facebook gets insane sometimes. Like the comments sections just go wild. Hey, Daphne. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to talk about all the BS that's going on? Do you guys want to watch more clips and go back to the beginning and see some of the shit that was said and go through it? Because there's so much we can do. And we can talk during that too. It's up to you guys. Up to y'all. Juliet, it's too much. It's way too much, y'all. And it's just like, whew. Yes, T, it is. Ooh. Wisdom tooth, yuck. Ugh. All right. The beginning. This one here, I'm trying to see, when is this one from? This one, I don't even remember what some of these are. Yeah, Solo, I posted her Patreon post on Facebook. I'm an ass. I post all their stuff. I don't care. They are so shady and do some of the crazy stuff. Do you both talk about the current crap and watch or listen to old stuff? Okay. We can do that. That's kind of what we always do. Elle, that's a good question. I think we're getting there. I really do. I really feel like we're making a lot of headway. There's a lot of things happening that I hope, in essence, kind of snowball. And in that situation, I think there will be a lot of things that get caught up in that, or that's the hope. There is some stuff going on, that I hope comes to fruition and that kind of takes its own life. But, it's always so unpredictable of what's going to happen and what's going to work and what's not. Half the time I sit here and feel like they're just going to get away with it. They've gotten away with it this long. Okay, let me pull up. I got to find this video. Oh, here it is. Can I not?
He's over to my house. Hey, Molly Golightly.
Whoops. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to blast that. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I found it. Yeah, Jennifer, they're still waiting for that. There's a few troll groups that are out to try and get me to now. I make a lot of friends out here without even knowing. There's so much happening. There's all these new channels that are coming up. There's yeah, her voice. I agree. It's just wild, y'all. Like wild, some of this stuff. Yep, forgotten. And Molly is streaming about that right now. She's got 1,000 viewers and it's behind a paywall. It's members only because she's getting shit for exploiting it. They don't care. This is just what they do. What they do. Sorry, y'all. My cough for some reason is still here. So I am drinking while I talk, but when one can't take you down, there's friends to take a try. I know. It's like one after another. And I'm like, and some of the things that are being said out here too are insanity. There's people legit like trying to twist the truth of how all of this went down. And I'm like, huh? I mean, that just continues to happen. But the amount of damage they do, they don't even realize that it gets to be wild. Hey, Moonlight. Hey, Mandolin. Mandolin, I found your channel a while ago, and you're one of the only ones I feel safe kind of coming over there. And I'm just not brave enough to comment a lot of times, but I enjoy your panel a lot. Y'all check out Mandolin. She seems very open to all sides of things, which there's not a lot of that out here, I'm finding out. If you have been doxxed or cyberbullied by MGL or feel you have been taken advantage of, please file a police report and submit report to YouTube. Yes, that is one thing that we need to do too. And when we say dox, y'all, like, we got to make sure that it's dox. There's a big double standard out here, and there's a lot of people that claim they've been doxed and this has been done and that's been done. But when you start to unravel things, it's not as black and white on a lot of these as it would need to be. So it's a mess. But again, we've never encouraged anybody to even ask for refunds. I've always suggested that people did what they chose to do. And again, that's the same thing. If you feel wronged or anything like that, people have to start taking a stand on their own too. It's going to take people doing their individual. Yes, please look up the actual definition of doxing and understand, like, here's some information. Like, somebody sent me some information and said, this is just hypothetical, and said, hey, check out this Reddit forum. This is all out here on Reddit. It's all public information on Reddit. And then somebody puts it in the comments when that information has already been out there for years. Is that typically doxing when that information has already been put out there and they're just putting it on a different platform, even though it's been all over the platform? That's not doxing. There's a lot to it. Hey, Monroe. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Shopaholic. Hey, Beth. Everybody coming in. Judy. Yeah, you possibly could, Judy. It's worth, whoever wants to. Again, it's just everybody kind of has to stand on their own in this in some way, shape, or form. We can all talk about it and talk about it. But if we want something to change, we have to be a part of that change. And it's got to start somewhere. I have not been doxxed yet. That is coming. As you guys all know, I have said it openly since the moment this started that they will dox me. They will drag my entire family in. They will touch my real life. They will try to do all sorts of stuff. I am very well aware that this is going to happen. But there's also things that when they go that level, you don't go there. Does that make sense? Like, we got to stop talking about it and be about it. Just like I call Molly out on, instead of talking about having the facts and it's all set up, show us how she was set up, Molly. I'll wait. Let's see it all. I'll wait. Yeah, there's got to be intent behind it too. Yeah. And especially when some of this information has been out here for a long time, there's also people saying that there's a lot, y'all. Oh my God. I can't. And here's the funny part. So I'll make a statement about a creator or somebody that's fucking with me, and somebody else on here takes it and runs with it and is like, oh, she's talking shit about. No. Nope. I have weird groups of people that all kind of have an interest in what I'm doing at the same time. And there's a lot of weird crossover, but some of them are just, oh, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm not blasting them. I'll handle it. But, it'll just be what it is. That, Cherish, I've been hearing a lot of people had their channels taken away recently. I don't know what's going on with it. I've been trying to kind of listen and figure out what people are saying. Some people are saying that people are having accounts reported. Some people say that it's YouTube cleaning out stuff. I don't really know. Mimi, I've never understood the whole wrench thing either. I'm starting to get it a little bit more though, because I feel bad. There's a lot of people that link wrenches. Like, for instance, Uni gave me a wrench on his channel because he tries to keep creators' accounts from being cloned so they know which one's which, is what they said to me. and he gave me a wrench in there to like prevent. I've never touched anything. Don't touch anything if I'm in there. I barely go in there. And I'm always asked to speak on behalf of him, or why does he say that? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Go ask him. I've talked to the dude once besides on live. Like, what? But it's just, there's a lot of weird behaviors. It's a lot of high school shit again. Hey, Diane Cutter. Yeah, Cherish, there's a lot of that. A lot of shit. Okay, let's watch one of these old videos, because these are some of these get really freaking interesting. Really interesting. Yeah. I get asked to speak on behalf of him. Oh, we got a new clip channel. Shout out to the new clip channel. I don't even know what to say about them. She's all like trying to amp everybody up in the comments on Facebook. And then she's like, and if you talk about my friend one more time, I'm like, wait, what? You want attention, but you don't? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh my gosh, paying for a wrench. Yeah. I don't know. Half the time I feel bad too, because I'll give somebody. Yeah, I'm his girlfriend, UniRH. I think that's when that started, is when he gave me a wrench. And that was all done publicly too. Like, he explained why he was giving me a wrench and everything, because I was like, what's this for? Like, my dumbass has gotten myself in so much trouble. When I was telling that story the other day about how, like, I've posted pictures of my feet and stuff like that, that's not even a joke. They really compared my feet and hands to tons of creators. Oh, Mochus. Lobster man, I just avoid him like the plague. They want attention, but we're not supposed to say their names. What am I supposed to just call them? The dumbasses? Because that's what fits. Like, come on. We can give you nicknames. They're just not going to be ones you like. I mean, I love the name Contessa. So what the hell? You ain't going to like the names we come up with over here. All right, I'm going to show you guys this one. Let me see. Share screen. Chrome tab. Oh, my YouTube studio. Oh, the big secret that everybody's going to freak out about. Okay.
What's up?
Hold on.
Are you doing a scam? Nope. Go ahead. Everything in my bank accounts I've earned. He's over to my house.
Sorry, didn't mean to kill your ears there. Why is that? Hold on. I'm gonna take this off. Ah, there she be. Okay. I will get there sooner or later. You all know me and my technical difficulties. Okay. Can you guys see this pretty well? When I go back in there, you'll see it. This is when I found out some tricks. So I can upload my screen recordings that are longer and just not publish them. And then they're there. And then when they delete their videos, I still have them. Oh, they're going to really love it, because I have a backup channel filled with clips too. Take me down, bitches. I'll be right back. Oh, I should probably advertise my backup channel one of these times. All right, let's get into it. You guys, I left you the comments too. I'm not exactly sure what this all entails, but we're about to figure it out. Buckle up.
Say Molly Golightly. What's up? Are you doing a scam? Nope. Go ahead. Everything in my bank accounts I've earned. I am spot on. And you want to know something? These people need help because they've been hurt over and over by this girl. He wanted out. And you don't want to face the fact that he wanted to leave you. You didn't like it. You were holding on to him for dear life. I may not know the details of what happened that night or the next day, but I know that you are shady as hell. And I know that the people that have been watching you since 2016 or whenever you started. They saved everything.
Exactly, Molly. They saved everything because they had a vendetta. This is one of the beginning ones. This is old. Yeah. Watch those comments and see who's in the comments. Some of y'all will recognize your own comments in there. This is previous to you guys all being blocked. So you'll see some of your comments in there. But it's interesting if you read some of these comments, and thankfully a lot of these people have now seen more facts and stuff, and that's been helpful. Oh, I thought I was froze again. I was going to say, damn it, I'm froze again, but I'm not. But we know all of this stuff, Molly. This has been something that has been said all along. They were banking information because there was a vendetta there. She brings the worst out in everybody, Beth. I feel the same way. Yes. So exactly. And she says, even there, she says, like, I don't know what happened that night or the day after. The day after, he's been in a coma since. And she even made posts saying that, I know you fought the day before and the morning of or whatever, the day after. And I'm like, Molly, he's been in a coma, but she is careless and doesn't care. Yep. Yep. Exactly, Susie. Yeah. We're just going to get into this, but please pay attention. Some of you wise ones will pay attention to the comments. Hey, Lauren T, good to see you. Lisa, right. Oh God, why am I saying that? Okay, back to normal.
They traced everything. No one's trying to harm you. No one's putting you and your family at danger. Come on. Come on. Why would they want to put you and your children in harm? I think you're being a little overly dramatic. Exactly. She had to find a way. Good. LB's coming over.
Don't mind the camera switch. It switches back. These are the recordings I was taking in the beginning, so they're just like all over it. They're not edited, so don't mind the flipperoo, but it will switch back around.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Katie doesn't like this girl, LB. Did you know that? We just met LB because of this.
That's an interesting fact that I think a lot of people didn't know, is that LB was brought into this because she was an anti-Katie. People didn't, I don't think, realize that. Like, they didn't have a relationship with her. They formed a bond over their hate of Katie, which, granted, I think a lot of you have been anti-Katers or so on and so forth. Some of you even support Katie's, whatever the case may be. But there was a lot of bonding that happened in the beginning over their hate for Katie. Yeah. And they go on to say that it's because Katie's jealous of LB. I don't really recognize it being jealous. I see a lot of similarities in what they say Katie does and what we've seen Elle do. So again, I don't know. It seems like you have to you're one way or the other. Like, you can't have ideas that they're all in that same category. You got to focus all your hate just on Katie, I guess, in that crew. I don't know. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. So weird. She's done enough on her own in this one, though, that separates her out for me, and that's why we've talked about her. I don't know. It's just weird.
Katie tried to ruin LB's life. Why? Why would she do that? No scammers here. Thank you, Robin. Tell them try to get a temperature guardianship over their son, Bella Marie. Someone needs to report her to Facebook for scamming her supporters out of money every month and doesn't even post in her subscribers in 2 months. You know what? Katie Joy is in enough chaos. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh shit, Dre. They're believing me and Justin. They're believing it because they know we're telling the truth. We've consistently told the truth the entire time. We have speculated and said, we're the ones that said we never called her a murderer. It was Katie that called her a murderer.
Well, that is a fact that she did call her that. You've said very similar things, which we pointed out. And once again, your anti is run with the fact that at first there was a clip that Manny put out that we shared. And then I went back and put the full thing out. But she says a lot of things. And then we've also heard her say that she was going to stab the kids and so much more. So I don't really know how, again, they're trying to separate everything here. And as far as all of the drama with the creators, that's always been interesting to me because every single one of these people has a rocky past with each other. Like Katie and Elle have a past, Katie and Uni have a past. A lot of them all have past. So it's just this mess of nonsense, basically. But you got to pick a side out here, bitches. There is none of this like you just see it for what it is and you keep it moving. Nope. If you're not picking a side, then you're in nonsense's graces and we're all just complete clowns, according to them. Or you might be Katie, according to them too. And that's the fucking truth of it. When people think that we're joking about, we have checked in that today we're not Katie or being doxxed by MGL yet. It's the truth.
Justin and I are not stupid. We are in the true crime community. We don't say things like that.
Can I see a show of hands of who remembers that she just said that Dre was going to stab her children? Can I see a show of hands? Anybody remember that? Because bitch, you're in the true crime community, but you say a lot of things. You announce somebody's passing away on a fabricated story that your camp made up. That's a fact. And you've ran with it. You're the one that announced it to the family. You have done all sorts of things. So as far as you being in the true crime community, that holds zero weight. Have you seen the true crime community or what is called the true crime community? Yeah, there's the hand. See? Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's kind of one and the same for me. It's just a play on words, Molly. But let's keep going. Again, pay attention to the comments. Hey, Sherry, where'd you go? I see you up in this biatch. Well, in the screen recording, you kind of have exited stage left recently, and I'm really wondering why.
Katie is a commentator on reality shows that are not real. And now Miss Chanel over there, Sherelle, now she's being sued by one of the Real Housewives. What do you know? Slander, slander. And guess what? You're being sued by people with lots of money. If I haven't, have you not learned anything from me? You don't fuck with people that have fucking money. You back the fuck off.
Bitch, my trailer trash ass ain't scared of you and your little Louis Vuitton nothing. Not even close. You can take your money and stick it where the sun don't shine. Money don't do nothing for you besides make you a more entitled asshole, I don't know what the money is going to do for you. Like, really, are we supposed to be scared? Are we supposed to like curl up and be like, "Oh my god, she's got money. She's going to destroy." What? Why does she do these things? I've got money. What does that freaking mean? You don't mess with people that got money. What? Yeah, exactly. Harass poor people is what she thinks. It's just so crazy. Yeah, it's not about money, Molly. This is about what's right and wrong, and you are always on the wrong side. But T, that is truthful. Yeah, and she's the one in Patreon begging because she can't pay her bills because she gives it all away. Like, make it make sense. You've banked so much money off of exploiting other people's tragedies. But you're think we should be afraid because you've got dirty money? And that should scare us? No. No. Not going to happen.
And I hear it's doing a switcheroo with the thing with Todd Crisley over there. I'm telling you, give it 5 years, that girl's going to be in jail. I know it. I know it. Her mouth, she keeps going. The little punchinchera, that's what she is. A punchinchera. All she does with her life. With that many followers, she could be doing so much better. But she's not. Two years if she doesn't learn fast. Listen, there's only so far you can go with your opinion. And in fact, guess what? I was told, right? Another lie. That lie.
She just said there's only so far you can go with your opinion. What is happening here? What? This is one of the old videos that she did in the beginning of this story, and I can't. Oh, Nunya, there's one of the clone Nunyas on the screen. By the way, that's one of the other. Well, it's not a clone you, but it's just another Nunya account in the comments of that one. Hey, Michael, thanks for popping it. What? I just can't understand her rational, like what she's saying at all. It doesn't make sense, and it hasn't from moment one. Right. She could be. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, back to it.
About the hospital being locked down. They said that when the Hershey police, when Dre called Hershey, well, Dre didn't call Hershey police. She called her local police, and they reached out to Hershey. They sent an officer over, and he said that that hospital where he's at is on lockdown. They said that I lied about him saying that, and that there were other agencies involved, and he didn't know why. And he said to me, just remember that there's a fine line between freedom of speech and slander. I said, absolutely. That's why I love being a private citizen with nothing in my name. Right? No criminal record. I've been on here 4 years. If I was a scam artist, they would have put that out a long fucking time ago.
I think they have been putting it out for quite a long time, actually. I think that's kind of what's happening. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of stuff about 4 years. And what's this about no record? Because I'm pretty sure, well, maybe I'm wrong. I just saw videos, but maybe they're doctored, edited stunt doubles. I don't fucking know anymore out here. Yeah, she's a liability. Nothing can be in her name because she's a liability. Yeah, in my opinion. Wow. Yeah, this is like, oh gosh. She said it all in the beginning, didn't she? We just didn't really pick up on what she was throwing out there. Yeah. Ugh. So much.
Get the hell out of here. And let me tell you something. I thought about it. What would I do? What would I do if I found out that his family were actual scam artists? I would probably fall on the floor. I would probably hate myself. I would feel completely irresponsible. I would apologize to everyone, but this thing gave the money back to whoever asked for it.
Well, shit, that hasn't happened either. Where's the apologies? Because not a single dime of what you're claiming was sent back. Can we make it make sense? Anybody? Yeah, Marcy, I didn't even realize that's called mirroring on YouTube, but they do mirror her content, in my opinion, also. But that's happened a lot. I see that a lot. I see a lot of that happening. There's a lot of people that don't really have their own content and they mirror other people's content. So, like, I've watched people do it to mine even. Yeah, Lisa, right? That is very fitting. All lies. Okay, let's let her continue. These comments are starting to get good. Amethyst was nailing her on stuff in this one. I was loving it.
I didn't. I told her to stop. So you want to know something? If she's giving it back, then she's not the scam artist. Oh, I'm the scam artist because I said, don't give the money back. I don't think she should. It's a donation. She put it towards the travel. She put it towards attorney.
Which we've never seen proof of whatsoever any time. Just a quick question for all of you in the back. You can see the comments on the screen right now. I have a question. If she didn't come from her camp and wasn't associated with the anti-KJ and Molly BS in the beginning, you know who I'm talking about. Why is she in here thanking everybody for becoming members and Patreons in her group? Oh, that's right. It was just a casual friendship that she ended recently. Okay.
Where's the scam? People sent money to me. I covered every single track. I put a screenshot. There you go. There you go. Here you go. I have been nothing but transparent. Yeah, truth's going to come out eventually. And guess what? No one's getting an apology. No one. No one gets an apology.
No one gets an apology, huh? Of course, we knew that that wasn't going to happen because she'll never admit that they were wrong. She's been so transparent this entire time. Hold on. Y'all, the dog is wanting in. You can hear her. Come on, nosy neighbor. Come on, old lady. Come on. Okay, you got to let her in. Come on, in or out. We're not just door servicing today. They like stand there and they're like, oh, we're just checking on you. Goofy dogs. Yeah, she apologized. She also said she would take her videos down and all this other stuff too, and that never happened either. But what do we know, y'all? What do we know? Oh, hold on. What is this? There, you guys can see it better. Ta-da! Look at me figuring this out. I'm reading some of these comments. Yes, 2 attorneys. Don't forget, 2 attorneys.
And every time we call Miss Letitia or have something to say, guess what? She's always at work. And sometimes she's pulling a double. Does that sound like a scam artist to you? It's not a scam artist.
I have never been called a scam anything
Oh my
until
God.
freaking YouTube.
Aw. Thank you, Shella. I'll give it to her right now. Give it to Miss Letitia Bias. 50.
I want you guys to think about this. Look at all the money amounts across the screen. Okay. So somebody sends $50 and says, this is for Mrs. L. We support you, right? Watch how this all goes. But think about this for a moment. There was so many super chats and super stickers sent for the family to both Molly and Justin. And half the time they were saying that they were going to send them to the family. And then they started whining and complaining because they would only get 70% of that money because YouTube takes 30%. Think about all the cash apps and stuff that were sent. Do we know that every bit of it got forwarded over? We don't. We have no way of knowing. So just watch how she sets this up and how upset she gets too.
Hey. $, Mrs. No, Ms.
Exactly, Hush Puppy. Why is it so hard to believe in good in other people?
Here you go. $50 donation.
Someone says something good about you, it's not believed as quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to change here.
People want to do.
I'm going to change it to this and this. There you go. Don't give it to me. Hashtag justice for Vaughn. There you go.
Tell me again how it wasn't for Justice for Vaughn. All of this money wasn't for Justice for Vaughn. You just confirmed it yourself right there. Hashtag Justice for Vaughn. So they labeled these donations, AKA donations, even as that. But now we're being told that they never asked for anything. They didn't need anything. Notice the comment on the screen? I guess, people just think random people coming in for all of this stuff. But, what am I supposed to know?
Hey, to Miss Letitia Bias. Hold on. Hold on. Space. Okay. You just sent Miss Letitia $50. Ah, there you go. There you go. There you go. If anybody wants to send the family something, there you go. There you have it. Okay. Hi, Kay. Where is Kay? Oh, duh. How are you? So what are you thinking about this shit now? I know, a bit of a surprise.
The text that she sent, Miss Wynette, she states, did she, correct me if I'm wrong if I misheard you, did she say, I haven't heard from you since my apology, so I took it as it wasn't accepted?
You guys heard Miss Bias and
Is she there or is it?
It's all there. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you pay often and put them as a favorite? Yeah.
Did you guys see how heavy she sighed when Kay asked that? Kay was right. Kay is on it. But did you see how heavy Molly sighed? Like, why are you asking this? Because again, it puts her in an awkward position to have to answer that. But, what do we know?
Pay $50 donation. Justice, yeah. And yes, you guys, I'm paying even though they take 30% out for themselves. I'm paying. There you go. Just please give it to them. You don't have to give me super chat. Okay. Face ID. And we have this. Another. You sent $50 to Matisha Bias. Boom. Another. See, this is what happens when you want to continuously call people and make people out to be liars that are not. There's nothing, there's no worse feeling. You know, listen, there's 1,500 plus people here right now. We have all been called a thief in our lives when we weren't. And it's a horrible feeling. It's an absolute horrible feeling.
Actually, that's not necessarily true. I know a lot of people that haven't been called a thief, but maybe that's just me. I'm not really sure. It is. It's an older story, you guys. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream. This is one of her beginning lives of the story. That's why we're going back and watching some of these old clips. We're just going back down memory lane is all we're doing. And yes, this is an older one, but this is why we're going back, because it's all been a setup. They've been saying the same things over and over again. People just weren't picking up on what they were throwing down. Yeah, it is bad. Yeah, I agree. The voice gets annoying.
It's a terrible feeling. These people are beside themselves. They can't believe that it has come to this.
This is the thing, Marissa. Any of us that are parents should be able to have compassion for another mother, another father who has no idea.
In
You
my
know
opinion,
what
Dre needs to
their
put the
son
shoe
is.
on the other foot. What if this was Raza?
So once again, they're trying to spin the narrative that it was all Dre's fault, but Molly didn't want to answer the question. So when Dre reached out to Wynette and texted her and apologized to her, Wynette didn't respond. That's why they don't want to go back and answer that, because she did not respond. Wynette chose not to respond to Dre's apology. And then the next time they tried contacting her was a month or so later, over a month later, online on Justin's channel for a show. We went over that the other day. If they wanted communication with Dre, why didn't they respond when she reached out and apologized the very night at the hotel or at the hospital when that all went down? That doesn't make sense. But then they still are trying, you know, they've tried to paint this narrative throughout the entire thing, and they've hammered it home over and over and over again. Pay attention to the comments, people.
Right. I mean, that's what exactly. It's just
Like Dre's attitude the entire time. 5 years I've watched her. She's a mama bear. Okay. Guess what? Lit is a mama bear. And it doesn't matter the age. If that was her son, I know Dre would be burning down the earth to go and be by her son's side. Now, I'm not so sure with how she treats him lately. But if it was Bella, if it was her other daughter, like, but again, Molly, Dre asked or told Letitia or Wynette, did she say that I hadn't heard from you since my apology text?
Let's go look at it again.
So I took it as it wasn't accepted.
Wow. Oh my God. They are digging into that chick. Michelle? Damn. Ouch. We'll save that for later. Let's see. Can you stop snoring, Violet?
She is doing all she can to avoid this question. Look at this, y'all. She is legit avoiding this because she knew that if she answered Kay's question, this is Kay with something to say. She's always on Molly's panels. I don't really have anything negative to say about her whatsoever. I think she just hops up there occasionally. She's never really triggered me in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know much about her, but she's just, I don't know if she's a creator herself or not, but Molly does not want her to ask that question. She is like trying to do everything she can to not be caught on that question. Interesting. And what's crazy is at the time there was so much of this back end stuff that wasn't falling into place yet. But I don't know. It's odd to watch this stuff back.
Oh my God.
The reason why I'm asking is because that's kind of a backhanded apology if she sent one to her, to then say, oh, well, you didn't respond to me, so I figured you didn't accept my apology. What does that matter? If it was a sincere apology, I would have been like, I hope.
All right, it starts out like this. It says, Wynette. Now, this is at Monday. I was still in Chicago when this happened, so I've been sitting on it. Wynette, I am quite surprised to just now hear from you since your visit in Tucson. Your actions or lack thereof lead me to believe that my apology wasn't accepted, since there has not been any form of communication or inquiries from you or your husband on how Marvon is doing.
We'll finish it in a second, but listen to what she's saying. She just said in her text message that she reached out and they did not choose to further communication. They waited until, again, Molly was in Chicago. The whole setup was in the scene, everything. That's the truth of it. Oh, come on. Are you serious, Melissa? That is ridiculous. If it was going to come out, it would have came out. By their logic, just so everybody is aware, by their logic, I should have given it to Melissa because Molly, again, no proof, but by their logic, Molly claims that that's how she got Melissa's information was Penelope. So if I was like the rest of them, I would have just put it out here and given it to Melissa, right? Michelle, all of these other people. Hell no, I have not. And Melissa can confirm it. I have not given it to them. So she can stop that nonsense. If she gets done that way, it's because of her own fucking actions, not mine. Try again, bitch. Yeah, that's just a whole reckless everything. And I've told her already, the only person I'll give it to is law enforcement, and that's that. So I guess she shouldn't be afraid of me, her own actions. But here we are. But this also, if you watch her comments, she was deep in the Patreon. She was thanking everybody for joining the Patreon. She was, welcoming all these new people, thanking people for super chats. So again, tell me how she wasn't involved with Molly ever. Okay, I'll wait. But we all know the difference.
She's called several times and it goes straight to voicemail. And you hear Raza talking.
Well, like I said, if she says that she apologized to Wynette and is now saying, oh, well, since you didn't respond to me, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, why would she apologize and then throw the fact that she didn't hear back from her apology? Like, I'm sorry, everybody.
Right.
Because she didn't hear back for months, Kay. Again, this is Kay with something to say, I think is what she goes by. But that was done. Dre reached out to them when they were in Tucson visiting to Wynette and Marvon Sr. That was between the 18th and the 28th of June. They didn't respond to that at all until Molly in August, the end of August, was in Chicago. Wasn't it the end of August she was in Chicago? I'm pretty positive. I can't remember the date. How does that make sense? And then they waited to do it until Wynette was live on Justin's panel. We heard it 2 days ago. We listened to that clip. So they've been pushing off this narrative that there's been no communication. But when Dre tried to have communication with them, they denied it. That is the fact. Why would she want to continue communication after all those months when they didn't reach out and even ask how he was? They went and visited him, made this huge stink online, but never went back and never followed up to find out how he was even doing. That does not make sense.
It should be like, oh, I'm glad you know, I'm in
Right.
contact with you, you know.
Right.
I'm glad you accepted my apology or whatever.
I don't know. This Dre is
Shady as fuck. That's what she is. She's shady. She wants to be in control, and you want to know it's going to come around and bite her right in the asshole. It is.
And also, to apologize, you have to be wrong about something. What was Dre wrong about?
Spanky, sit the hell down for once and be quiet, because Dre apologized for confusing Wynette with Letitia. She apologized, I'm sure, for her behavior when Marvon Sr. and Wynette showed up unannounced. And she had a very strong reaction, as we've all seen. As you guys have clipped and turned and twisted all these different ways and said, see, we caught her in a lie. No, she honestly thought that Wynette was Letitia. And her and Letitia had been communicating. Things had been going well, and then they weren't. So why would she be concerned? You tell me. How many different ways can they twist the facts of this story? And in the meantime, y'all, look at this. There's $200 of super chat sitting on that screen. She sent $100 of it on. $200. And she's just been milking this all along. That's a low one for what she's made.
Right?
I'm assuming because she wanted them out.
because I remember when I called her.
Just so you guys know, that's not my audio. That's their audio. Again, sorry, but nothing I can do.
You were on live. Marvon Sr. was on speaker, and she called and left her a voicemail. I think, what was that, Friday?
Why can't you answer that one, Spanky? Why can't you?
Dre makes Amber Heard look like an angel. Well, I'm not gonna argue that.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing.
Yeah, Liz. Moxie, I don't know. It's none of my business. I don't care about other people's finances. I don't. It's none of my business.
Sorry.
In Dre's apology video, someone's mentioning about it. She did also state that the only person that had any chance of reconciling any form of relationship was Marvon Sr.
Yep, she did.
But she chooses to block phone numbers and fall off the face of the earth. That doesn't make any sense.
Miss
And then,
Chardonnay, if you're afraid to become a Patreon, then don't. Thank you.
Every time Kay makes an actual point, Molly tries to talk over her every single time. I don't even know. Like, this is just mind-boggling to look at how ridiculous she sounds, because Molly cares so much about everybody else's finances, what they do with their lives, and says she doesn't. That's been your whole thing. You were feeling some sort of way because you thought that Dre was profiting off Marvon. That's all you, girly. I know that there's multiple people profiting off this, but you are one of the ones that probably has profited the most out of this situation. And that's just an honest truth. Yeah. Yeah. You guys, just so you guys know, if you're new to this story, Marvon was adopted as a child. His great grandmother adopted him and raised him. Letitia was in and out of his life, but they never had like this strong bond. So when people are like, how dare she keep him from his family? Let's think about kids that are adopted from a young age. A lot of times they're close adoptions. They don't even know who the parents are. Like, yes, this was a different one because it was a kinship adoption, but it doesn't change the fact that he was raised by his great grandmother and that was his mom his entire life. So when people are sitting here like trying to figure out why didn't he have a close relationship with Letitia or with Marvon Sr., well, Marvon Sr., due to extenuating circumstances, has been in other places most of their lives. And even Letitia made comments about he was never in the kids' lives. Wynette herself has said that she's only met Marvon, I think, once or twice previously. I don't remember exactly. Well, she said she met Raza once. I don't remember exactly how many times she said she had met Marvon, but I know it wasn't much. In fact, when Marvon took that trip in 2019 to Georgia for a couple days, he didn't even see his family at that point in time. And he turned around and went right back to Arizona. Like, there's so much of this that they never put out there. They never made a full, like, this is the actual truth ever.
And just stay a sub. You don't need to be a Patreon. Patreons are people that want to talk to me and be in the loop about everything that I find. Yes, that's what we do. It's a special privilege. So if you feel that I'm a scammer, then you're definitely not Patreon material. Thank you. Don't get, you know what? If somebody thinks, yeah, there's no way to scam from Patreon. I mean, give me a break. No, I don't want anybody in my Patreon that thinks that I'm capable of hurting people like that. Ever. I'm sorry I'm eating these little cheese and nut things. I skipped breakfast. I had to go to a hair appointment. And my only options were Subway. And I was like, no, it's not going to happen. So here I am.
Why does she make excuses for her constant eating? Can anybody? Oh, well, that's a name we're not supposed to mention. We were told that we weren't supposed to talk about her anymore, even though that's what they've been egging us on to do, is talk about her. But it's don't even get me started. That's been a whole fun one today. First of all, if you think she's a scammer, please stay out of her Patreon. Okay, yeah, I think that's check. Most of us don't want nothing to do with your Patreon. There's so much I'm confused by. Exactly, Forgotten Whispers. If you come into Patreon having your own opinion and you're not just going to take everything I say as fact and run with it and spread it all over the internet as fact, then you're not welcome here. In other words. Yeah, leave my name out your motherfucking mouth. Yep. No, Welsh, they've been on Facebook today going off. Yeah. It's interesting. The more she tries to convince people she isn't exactly Solo. Yes. Yes, Jose, right? It's weird. She always makes an excuse about her eating. Like, we don't give a shit. I mean, none of us want to hear it. That's the problem. But none of us care. So weird. Yeah. And then this is her, like, if you don't trust me, don't join. Okay. That's most people aren't.
Just waiting on the police to come by. My Patreon's the best. Everybody has said it.
I hope I can join Patreon seriously soon.
It's fun. There's a lot, though. There's a lot of Patreons this time.
So at this point, like, as far as you know, what's next?
As far as I know, because now all three are very upset.
Rightfully so.
And the thing is you gotta give it the dude. You can't give Dre the benefit of the doubt. She's so suspicious.
I wonder,
was Dre making more money when you were talking about her? Well, yeah.
Oh, so now she thinks she's helping Dre. Yeah, this is an early video, like end of August, beginning of September. Somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly the date. Some of these I just took. Hold on, I can tell you the exact date I took this one. Give me a second. Oh, maybe I didn't drop it in here. Oh, I didn't put it in this one. Sorry. I'll find it and give you the date in the description afterwards. Yeah, it's all the same. Yes, Juju, you would have been on this side at the time, I'm assuming. I don't know exactly when you left her side, but yeah. You can see there's a lot of people at that time that were very involved. Yeah, exactly, Nunya. She didn't lose a bunch of support at all. That's very, very true. Okay, let's continue.
Nobody left Dre, not that we know of. We had nothing to do with paparazzi. It was Cece Suarez that said that she made a video where she found Dre and these little gaggle of, I don't know. And I was like, oh, Patreon totally changed my life. That's it. There's been a couple of people that have taken a link prior with paparazzi, but all I know is that I knew she wouldn't be at that paparazzi appearance, but her picture was there.
Wasn't it you, Molly, that read letters from paparazzi consultants that were also admins of the Exposing Dre McRae and Justice for Vaughn groups? Anybody remember that? because I sure do. And I think Molly was also like reading these emails out loud, claiming that there was a class action lawsuit against paparazzi. And there was also admins of those exposure groups and Justice for Vaughn that were competing paparazzi representatives or whatever you want to call them. And that's a fact. Not some of the main ones like Tracy wasn't, a few of them, but there is more to this. More to that for sure. Yeah, Jeff, I agree. Hey, Japan. It's just wild how they like it. The crossover here has just been the same story pushed for months and months and months based off of nothing because they wanted a story to go with.
There were people looking for her. They wanted footage of her. I knew she wasn't going to be there. You want to know something? Gina, you know what? You want to know who's in control? The man upstairs. That's who's in control. And guess what? The only way, listen, you guys that are trying to get her fired from paparazzi or whatever, that there's a class action lawsuit. It's gonna go belly up. When it goes out of business, she's got to find something else to hustle. I mean, that's the God honest truth.
That stuff is so toxic.
Well, I don't have any paparazzi jewelry. You want to get me some jewelry? I like David Yurman, honey. I'll take some David Yurman.
She's so Juju, really? Yeah, Amethyst, and she was having people like she says people were looking for her to take footage of her. What? Footage of her what? Walking? Like, do we just start stalking people whose husbands are in comas now? Like, is this acceptable behavior? Because it seems to be. It seems to be that because she's a social media influencer that isn't giving answers to Molly Golightly the way she's demanding, then it's just up for grabs and it's okay to stalk her, in other words. Because this has definitely crossed lines of just being an obsession to having people watch her in multiple places. She bragged about it on the 5th. She showed a video of somebody outside taking video outside Dre's house. It's out there. This is just, I agree, Beth. I agree. It's only got a couple minutes left and then we'll be done with this one. But this just, watching some of this just boils my blood.
Shit, I'll even take some Charming Charlie. Now, see, the problem, Liz, the reason why Dre was getting reported to paparazzi was because they felt that Dre was in violation so many different times and that nothing ever happens to her. But they said that they've seen people get fired and such for way worse.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to cross promote any other products when you're on live with paparazzi, I believe.
It's not my business. It's paparazzi stuff. It's not my business. I don't care about it. I'm not big on MLMs. I'm just not. Listen, I don't like MLMs. I don't like GoFundMe. I just don't. All right. So if that's going to be it, I'll end it.
All righty.
That's all I had to say. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Look at that. It rolled into Charlotte's video, I think was the next one that popped up to watch after that one in my ending. But Charlotte versus Katie, or Katie's videos or whatever. Anyways, what do you guys think of that shit? I just nothing surprises me with her. Bye, Japan. Have a great day. Oh, are they trolling us again? Shocker. Shocker. Bye, Japan. Have a great day. Peg, that's a good question. Very good question. Let's play some more clips. Let's see what this is. Oh, these are fun.
To a disc.
Oh, wait, this is her admitting to paying for
And she
info.
was like, how about you just compile everything into a disc? Now, this is what happens. What I do, since I can't do that, is I say, hey, you want to make a quick $300? Compile everything that this person that is saying that is doing this to me and give it to me. And with the first one being that it's a woman in another state, they have specific laws on bullying and stalking and internet predatoring and stuff like that, harassment. It is considered a crime. It very much is. It's considered a crime to bully people. But the thing is you have to have evidence to show them. And right now, if what that police officer said yesterday, or was it the day before? Yeah, the day before, right? And Reddit, yeah, Reddit is, I believe Reddit's like, for like really smart guys, right?
Daniel Johnson said she knew he had a $400,000 life insurance policy, and if he does, she gets it as long as she is living. She is giving to her family.
Oh, Molly, about cyber crimes, all this other stuff, and people compiling information for her, and all you. The irony is so strong with this one at all times. But it's everybody else but her. Yeah, Smokey, it is. You know, here's the thing. Like, none of us have ever said anything nasty about their backgrounds over here. Like, as far as I go, I don't give a shit about their records, where they are, as far as that stuff goes. But when you're doing something to this extent and it gets brought up and then they keep denying that, you know, he had this great relationship with his family, and we see that there's not that. People had questions, and it's not against her. Again, we don't really have a right to judge what she was thinking at 14, 15 years old when she gave him. She was young. She was really young when she had her kids. So that's not ever been the point that we've tried to make with this. It's the fact that he's got an adoptive mother who is very much alive. And adoptive parents have rights. His birth certificate was changed. His last name was changed. Like, this opens up a whole nother issue of, since when do anybody that's been adopted, if something like this happens, their biologics can come back in at any point in time and just demand whatever they want. That's not how adoption works. Period. Point blank. Period. It just does not go that way. Exactly. Yeah, and they've tried to skirt right over that the entire time. Reddit's only for the smart people. Reddit's for the smart people. Molly must definitely not be on Reddit. Oh. Yeah, she has a real big aversion to GoFundMe. It's because not all do. Exactly, Welsh. There's a lot of people that just do like kinship adoptions and only do like legal guardianship or custody agreements. That's common too. There's all sorts of different situations, but in this situation, the facts are the facts. Dre even showed that his birth certificate was changed because people were pushing this narrative that just wasn't factual. Oh, Kathy Pete, let them. They're digging for content. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel over there. We're not supposed to be saying her name, but she's aching so bad for us to say her name, so we're just not giving her that. She can continue on. Yes, his name is Marvon McRae, not Marvon Jackson. His name was legally changed to McRae. That is true. There's emancipation also. Yeah. But in this situation, it was a legal adoption by his great-grandfather and great-grandmother. And his great-grandmother is still living. And we've not heard them one time mention or ask how they're doing. Period. That's that. Hey, Commander. Yeah. Kathy, you can call them out all you want over there, but I won't be giving them any attention because that's what they want. Yeah, well, the court can also demand it in some cases too. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it in different situations, and depending on how it goes, if it's voluntary, if it's the court's decision, there's a lot. There's a lot of different specifications that can happen in each situation. So it's not as easy to navigate, but in this situation, it's cut and dry. But they've always tried to twist that up. All right, let's listen to another one. Actually, let's take a break for a second. This gets to be. Anybody have any questions that you guys want answered? It's just crazy to look back at some of this and sit there and say, they have been doing the same story over and over and over again. You found a father now? Right on, mad troll face. I was going to say it backwards. Is there a reason why you never call your lives in either Dre or Vaughn's name, that I never hashtag their stuff or put them in the title? Yeah, there is a reason. I've never put Dre in the title of anything. If that's what you're asking me, if that's why don't I use their name for titles of stuff? I don't use Marvon's because I think it's disgusting that so many people have exploited his name. Call you Madface? Perfect. That's what I will do because I'll screw it up over and over again. And I just don't, they have kids. So I've tried to kind of separate that some in a respect fashion, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's just a respect thing. People that want to know, they know where to find it, if that makes sense to you. Like, people know how to find this information if necessary. So they go looking for it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, just a respect issue. Sorry, kids are home, so everybody's doing the shuffle. Oh, Juju, that's what I'm doing too. Oh, I'm sorry, Madface. Yeah, it's just something that I chose to do a while ago. I don't think I ever have used Dre's name in posts. I might have once or twice, but it's just kind of a respect thing for me. It doesn't have to be linked up that way, if that makes sense. That's why I also don't. Oh, Madface, I'm sorry. I also find it interesting that a lot of the people that have used their names or whatever, they also use terrible thumbnails of like him in the hospital, things that it just aren't stuff that at the end of the day, the kids are going to have to see this for the rest of their lives. So if I can do something to kind of help prevent that, I will. Oh, Welsh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that, and each state is different too, a little bit. I love how you guys are all, hey, Haley, I almost called you Tackett. I didn't even see. I'm looking right into the sun and holding my computer. So I'm like, I carry my computer outside when I come out. I should just switch it to my phone. Okay, tell us a joke, Mad Face. We're all like, come troll us, hang out with us. We're okay with that. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. All crime with Andy. She will not at all. She won't engage because I won't yell. Yes, Keith, exactly. You get it. Yeah. It's just kind of a respect thing. And again, I understand why some people are doing it. I just opted to not. I don't even really like to use Molly's name in my title. I do more just to get words out there. People have been telling me, please monetize your channel and just shut the everything off, besides, because where I cuss all the time, I won't get anything really anyways, but just shut it all off so it kicks it out into the algorithm more. People keep asking me to do that, but I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, she would never hang out over here. Exactly, Jose. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody's got to make a loud noise. She don't even say my name. No, she won't even say my name still. That's what's funny, is all of these little channels are like ankle biters, like little chihuahuas at my ankles, and like blasting me all over YouTube. And the only one that I even give attention to won't even say my name still, because I don't care what their mission is. It's just, ugh. Kathy, that's a lot. I'm sure that's a lot. I'll take that as a compliment, but kind of rude. What? You like trolls? Your name is just a troll. That's why I was saying that. I don't care. What? I'm so confused. Yeah, it's a hard decision for me to make with that, for sure. Trolling. Keep on trolling. Oh, okay. Mad Face, I was like, huh? What's going on here? That's not even my dog barking. Mine are quiet right now. It's the neighbors. That's an airplane. She says nonsensical channels. That's what she calls me, is nonsensical channels. Like there's multiple of me. Crazies. Exactly, Smokey. Yes, 100%. There would be. There would be. The old school trolling was good, Nanya. The new school, like, people don't troll the way they used to. It's all nasty now. Trolling now is like doxing somebody. That's what they're doing. And that's not trolling. That's not how trolls, like legit old school trolls that are funny. It can be hysterical sometimes. Right, Spoonie? Right. Yeah, she gives me all sorts of credit because she knows I'm not. That's the problem, is she knows that there's no way they can ever link me, because I don't link to her whatsoever. She's been told numerous times. People say it in the comments all the time. I know exactly who you are. You've been around for years. Like the Facebook posts, the community over there knows me. But these hookers don't listen to anybody because, Control Shift W. Okay, I won't. Yeah, she knows how public records work. Yep. Yeah, trolling isn't the same as it used to. at all. Not at all. All right. Going back up. It's too cold out here to smoke. Come on. Hold on. Let me mute you guys. Wait, are we going around the world? We switched from Japan to Italy now? Is that what they're doing? Come here, doggy. Hello, Italy. Going around the United States today. Oh, yeah. What's going on in Idaho is terrible. There's so much happening on YouTube. You're part Ukrainian and Russian. Which one should... Well, I'm all for Ukraine. I don't think what's happening over there, but I don't get into politics. Round the world trip. Here we go. Saddle up. I love all the different countries that come in here. Nanya's got some stuff down and I got some stuff down, but it takes a whole village to keep track of this stuff. It's like, what the world is happening? You can talk Russian? I wouldn't know if you're speaking Russian or not. I don't know anything. You guys are going to get me in trouble over here. Yeah, Smokey, it's bad. It's bad. Western Australia, I love that. Top dog, yeah. Yeah, but who's she competing against? Who's trying to compete against her? Like, honestly, well, I know there's some that want to be the next her, but at the end of the day, who really wants to be that way? I just don't get it. It's not cute. There's nothing cute about this. These channels that are doing the same stuff she does are from her. Y'all, like, pay attention. The setup of this has been so obvious. Scotland. For all you know. Exactly, Happy. Italy. I can't even read that lines. You got me on that one. Ireland. Guess which rib got moved during surgery? Ugh. You'll rep the USA today. Scotland. Yeah. We have some people from Norway. They always... I love that because I'm big time Norwegian. What do we have here? Yeah, Marion, is she a big channel? Like, to me, she's not that big of a channel. I don't know. Here's my thing, and I said this the other day out loud, but I don't even have 2,500 subs yet over here, which is great. Like, I'm kicking butt. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm pleased as hell. Like, it is what it is. But we get, on average 100 to, let's say, 150 viewers usually. Like, if I'm talking shit or doing something and not everybody else is live at the same time, we can pull decent numbers off of 2,500 subs. She's got over 80K and she pulls not even 2K of that. Like, her numbers are so off, and that's high. 2K for her is high. She usually gets 1K, so that's, to me, like, the numbers seem a little inflated. I don't know if they buy subs or what, or if it's the recycled following that just comes in, hits sub, and then never goes back. I don't know. And once she blocks you, does it still say that you're sub to her? That's another thing I was wondering too. Yeah, that's it. YouTube, it seems like it's a little harder to grow on. And I think that's why a lot of people panel hop and do that stuff. Chartreuse, I was wondering on that. Just the numbers seem off. But again, this is so new to me. Before Vaughn, she was only at 50K. Really? I've heard that the numbers jumped quite a bit, but I didn't know that. And she had been there for quite some time, I think, before one of the other cases. And it's all for shock and awe. Nanya, Nanya, ever since I said that, that's been the funny part, because ever since I said that to Nanya, or not to Nanya even, I was talking about that other chick that finally came in here the other day when I lost it on her. And I was like, oh, hail to the no. I know exactly who you are. And nope, that's who I was talking about. But poor Nanya thought it was her that I was talking about being a panel hop. Nope. The other one, whoo, she's a wild one. I need a list of approved channels. Who's got that? Where it's safe to go. Where these people aren't insane. Is there anywhere? How do we swim out of the island that we keep getting stuck on and go back to our own? Just keep doing what we're doing, huh? Yes, Sola, she was getting like 4,000-6,000 in there. Yep. Yeah. Wow, Happy. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. Ooh, that's crazy. Queen Bees. I don't know who that is. I don't think. Wait, did she do a bunch of the outing stuff on the BHB stuff and share and all of that stuff? That may be where I saw her name. Misery is back as morbid reality. See, I don't know who any of these people are. Yeah, the Michael Vaughn case. That's a sad one. Makeup Mobster is great. Yep. All right, let me see what else I got here. What else do we have in the vault?
Letitia.
The spirit above.
Letitia says, no, she's saying she's sorry.
This is from July 12th. This is from 6 days after Molly got involved.
Oh, no, don't be sorry.
She does
We
not.
are over on Justice for All right now talking about it. Don't feel sorry that you can't tell anybody
This is what we all
any
wanted.
information. This is all we wanted, was for you to be in the hands of someone that can take care of you and your family,
Thank
so
you,
you
Sarah.
can get to your son.
This is when they announced that she had an attorney, that they had helped her get and secure an attorney. This is the whole, this is what we wanted. Don't be sorry that you can't tell us anything. They never stopped. They never have stopped talking.
I want you to reach out to us if you need anything at all.
Reach out to us if you need anything at all.
That's it. Okay. One down the hatch.
But Marissa, look at this police report. Within an hour of
Excuse me, Nilza. Stop telling us anything she says. Why is that? Why is that? Was that classified information?
yeah, it's not classified information. It's she's just talking about on the phone. She's
Jesus.
not talking about the
I'm not down with
case
this. You know what?
whatsoever.
I'm not down with you telling me what to do and how to handle this situation. Nilsa Hughes. Nilsa, how about if you think you can do better, I challenge you to do better. Go ahead and try.
I'm not Nilsa, but we're doing better.
Marissa.
She called her an F and B because she told her to stop. All the lady said was to stop putting Letitia's statements out there publicly. Like if she's going to stop talking, stop telling everything. I like the cooking channels. Some of these true crime ones that you guys are naming, nope. They're all
I
the
felt
same.
it yesterday. I said, I know my body. I know what I can handle and what I can't.
This is still from July 12th.
And I called up Justin. No, he called me to see if I was okay. And I was, doing the like the hard crying, like the crying that you don't want people to ever see.
Hey, what's
Not just like tears down your eyes and it's not embarrassing, but like the really embarrassing tears. And he's like, Mercy, you really need to get some rest. You're delirious. I'm delirious. And right now, I'm just so happy that Letitia and her family are going to sleep a little better. I'm pretty sure that she has enough that she needs.
The 12th, y'all, pay attention. Listen up right here. This is the 12th of July. Her live from the 12th. It's on Justin's channel, is this part of it. She states that Letitia had enough.
She doesn't. She'll let us know.
Let me back that up.
I'm pretty sure that she has enough that she needs. And if she doesn't, she'll let us know. If she's listening, and I told her, if you need anything, we'll help you. So she does look like an honest woman to me. And to be quite honest, I let me tell you something.
You look like an honest woman to me too, until you open your mouth. Looks mean nothing. Nothing. Hi, Kitty.
Andrea wanted.
Well, actually, I wouldn't say that again because your face is deceiving.
Everyone to believe that this man's mother was public enemy number one. Did we?
She was not public enemy number one. That's never how it has been. Letitia has never been attacked. Letitia's been called out for Letitia's behavior. Letitia put herself in this place. She released Vaughn's location. She released the police report publicly. She aligned herself with all of these advocates who now she's got a new fucking one named Vada Snow, who we will be referring to as the pigeon has landed because the honker of Goose flew the coop and flew south for the winter. So now it's been replaced by a fucking pigeon named Vada Snow, who is a part of EKC. So we're just going to call her, because we're not supposed to say their names anymore. You mother effers. We're going to throw a little fit, even though that's what they've been begging for. But the pigeon is in the coop now, and she is now the new advocate because they all quit. This month, it's this one. And who knows where the hell she came from, what her point is, but it's all a bunch of lies. So there's your shout out, pigeon lady. And pigeons like to shit all over. So careful when looking up, guys, because this one's messy. It's nuts. These people are just not. Oh, guess who is still going off in my comments on Facebook? I just looked at my phone and got a notification. Oh, when the hell did this go to cussing? Mad Face, you are new here, obviously. I cuss like a sailor. I'm sorry. I should make sure everybody has earplugs or my cat sounds like a Furby. She's being a brat right now. She's rubbing on the computer because the computer's warm, so they like to try and sit on the computer while I'm live. Right, Kathy P? The pigeon is in the building. That's what I'm going to call her. It's better than a cow, right?
See that at all? I saw a woman that was very transparent. I mean, she had a mask on her face, but I see a woman that's very, very transparent.
6 days in, and Molly's calling Letitia transparent. Okay.
And you know what? I don't know really what's going through her mind, but can you imagine what it's like to find out news after you just reconciled with your baby and he's excited to see you, you're excited to see him, and then you got Dr. Dre over here, okay, saying, well, because of COVID and because of this, and doing a very horrible video. If she wants to complain that she's being harassed, how about we flip the script on her and see what kind of emotional damage she has done to Marvan's mother and family.
What? Does anybody remember hearing that? I forgot she said that. Flip the script on her? That's all you've done all along, Molly.
How about we flip the script on her and see what kind of emotional damage she has done to Marvan's mother and family by calling her simply the egg donor. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't deny people these precious moments. Okay?
Mad face, I'm good.
And
Thank
you want
you.
to know something? Every time we have to watch a video of this girl, it's worse and worse. Like, Marvan is not the only victim.
Really?
She's
Really?
victimizing 3 of her children as well. Marvan's sister, Marvan's brother, Marvan's father.
Marvan has 7 siblings total. Mad face, it's good. Trust me, I'm good. I don't care. Not my worry. There's a lot bigger fish to concern yourself about than my cussing.
Her husband, his wife. Remember these children. Let me tell you something. That baby Raza and those 2 little beautiful girls, guess what? They're going to remember this time in their life.
Yeah, they will.
This is not going to just go away. This is, I really truly think that this story is going to get a lot bigger, and we're going to find out a lot more stuff. Just remember, this is all the stuff that she showed us. Imagine the stuff that we don't know yet. I mean, we're all going to lose it. And I have to say,
imagine the stuff we all don't know yet. That was the 12th, 6 days in. And this is supposedly she had an attorney. They had helped her arrange that. She didn't need any more money, but we were going to find out so much more about all of this.
me and Justin, you know,
Nanya, I was thinking the same.
For other people to come on and help us. The only ones that really wanted to help us are our Patreons that are.
Does the person have lobster claws? That's something Lobster Claws likes to do too. The Patreons. Let's go back to this. Listen up, Patreons.
You know, we asked for other people to come on and help us. The only ones that really wanted to help us are our Patreons that are now our friends. You know, other YouTuber channels, they didn't want to do this because it was too much work, too many hours. We'll wait until it gets big. We'll wait.
Nobody declined covering this story. They just did a one and done. There's a lot of them that put out misinformation in the beginning and never went back to it because they realized what a mess this was. And your ass got involved, you, Katie, Justin, Elle, and turned it into a complete creator battle that nobody cared about the facts anymore of what was actually being done to this man's name. It's been a nothing but a freaking game all along to these people. It's disgusting at this point to hear her speak. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting angry. Just listen to some of these. Like, mad face. We're good over here. You're just being a distraction. Chill.
Until there's an arrest. We're going to wait until it gets bigger. We don't like this because there's no money to be made. That's their attitude. You understand?
Convenient that the only cases she wants to touch, she was complaining that before when she touched the Michael Vaughn case that she didn't make any money off of it. Now she put it behind a paywall, so you had to be a paid member to watch or communicate on it. She had 1,000 people watching her. That's freaking insane. Juju, is somebody going at you? Gumby, right? We need that approved list, right? Right, they're gonna get a vocabulary lesson. All of my stuff is marked for not kids. My stuff is every single bit of it is marked 18 and older or not for kids. Oh, hey, Earth. Oh, thank you.
They're gonna.
Earth, are you a creator too? I think you're one of the ones I've been hearing about lately? And if so, I need to come check your channel because I'm trying to find the approved channel list of the decent places to go that are safe zones and not sucked into further trauma.
And say, this is what they're going to say. And I just point it.
Look at that.
They're gonna
Haley, right?
say, Marissa and John, and Justin over here, all they did was talk about speculation. And now that the police are involved and it's a real now we're going to talk about it. But guess what?
Still hasn't happened. Nobody else has came back around and picked it up. You know why? Because even legit media refused to cover this story because you've put out so much fabricated information. Fact.
They come in all videos.
Oh,
for
did you flip
reference.
channels? Okay. I'm coming over
All
there.
right. Now it's fine.
So-
It's not like I don't want people stealing our thunder. Trust me, this is a lot. But you want to know something? To all these aspiring channels or these channels right now that do this for a living, we asked you. We pleaded with you for your help.
Shit.
And now that you see that we've went up in subs, well, guess what? We made more subs. Well, we worked for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, they're just doing it to make subs and views. That's the fucking point of YouTube.
She has never worked for this.
You don't get, but listen, you don't get to say, all right, now that there's a real investigation, now we're going to cover it on my channel. Everyone's going to be like, no, this has all been done before. I'm telling you, right, Amanda? Am I right or am I wrong?
It was all done before you even got involved.
Well, it's
But you know what? I'll tell you what. For all you little greedy bastards out there that want to, take the credit after all the work's been 75% done, I go ahead. Take whatever footage that I've showed. Take whatever you need. I'm just glad.
Molly, every single freaking thing you have shown was somebody else's work. Every single thing was somebody else's work. You have not done shit in this story besides use other people's misinformation. That's it. And you were 6 days in at this point. 6. Freaking ridiculous clown.
That she's got an attorney, and you want to know something? In due time, that's when the press is going to pick it up. And that's when the other channels are going to be like, oh, yeah.
We need to start asking Molly, first of all, why did the legit press decline to further the interview? They've never aired it. And why did Letitia Bias refuse to do an interview with legit media? We need to hold Molly's ass to the fire on that one. Granted, she'll just block us or have her little paid friends because these people pay her to get a wrench and mod for her, which is insanity to me. I don't even understand it, but we need to start asking her because she knows flat out that Marvon Sr. did an interview. They are well aware of that. And they're also well aware that it never aired, but they've continued on this mission to say that press, all this stuff because Molly had it all in the bag, right? No, that's not what happened. That's not. So when are they going to come in? Where are they waiting for? What are we waiting for? Yes, exactly, Peg. There was never a case. Yep. Too much inflated information. No, Earth, you're okay. Sorry. Did I put you out there? I didn't mean to cause any problems. I've just heard your name mentioned quite a bit that you have a good channel. I think it was you. Okay. I thought so.
This is the hot new topic. Forget Summer Wells.
We're trying to find the decent channels out here that are not screwed up in every way, shape, or form. And we are with you on the Hating Tragedy Pimps.
Forget this farm boy, right? Dylan Rounds. Look at the comments on that video. What are you doing with this friggin' story? It's all about Dylan Rounds right now.
You know why she stayed away from the Dylan Rounds case, in my opinion, is because his parents have been leading the fight in that. And they are not about these creators who have fabricated and falsified so much information, in my opinion. the family has really taken a charge with that. And therefore, the tragedy pimps kind of seem to stay away from this one a little bit. I'm sure some of them got involved in it, but I'm glad Justin and what's his mom's name? I just blanked on his mom's name. Candace. Justin and Candace are stand-up people, and I give them so much credit for everything that they've done and continue to do. I hope that they find closure sometime. Exactly, Chartreuse. Yes. Yep. Yeah. I don't think she would fare very well there. They're not, they're like, they remind me of me. Like, fuck around, find out.
When I saw that, I almost fell on the floor.
That's so crazy.
I heard that Dylan.
And I'm really glad that they did drop that case, because the parents have done an exceptional job, and the channels that they have aligned themselves with give them the platform to tell the story as it's going. And I feel that that's Stop Tragedy Pimps Earth. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Yes. Welsh agreed. There's a lot of more and more positive channels popping up too. If you have a positive channel and you're a creator that does clips, does voiceovers, please say so in the chat, and we will try to drop links and stuff. Oh, I need to do that. There's so much that I need to do, but there's one of me. And the Tessas are not very good at reminding me to do stuff. Well, actually, they're really good at reminding me. I just don't listen. That's the truth of it.
Is paying very well. I heard 3 days ago. Oh, there's no limited ads. You want to know why there's limited ads for us? Because of the S.
They've never called
of the K.
Has anybody ever heard her call it what it is? An attempted suicide? Has anybody ever heard her actually call it what it is and use it as an education topic and a way to connect to people who are going through mental illness? Has anybody ever heard her use this as an actual trying to connect to people and as a life coach, something that should be interesting for her to talk about and passionate about, in my opinion, but therefore we all know that that's not.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And horrible. They don't, you know what?
Every single life counts.
Going after his family? How dare you?
Nobody's gone after his family.
His family has done nothing. Dylan Rounds, it's a sad story. Someone else. I said it. She's a cash cow. She wasn't.
She said it again. I forgot, y'all. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind, y'all. I hate asking for that. The girls always have to usually remind me to do it. I just am not good at self-promotion. You guys will always know that I am humble as hell. I don't have a big head about me whatsoever. I'm all about all of us coming up together. Like I don't like the kind of stuff. I love Emily. I found Emily finally, and I love her breakdowns of court documents. Yeah, that's what drives me nuts is there's so many things that you could take out away from this. And what? Nope, because according to MGL, as a life coach, she cannot speak on suicide. Well, in MGL's situation, she can't get people on her panel and push them to the point where that's what they're thinking about and then cut them off. That's what she can't do. And that's what she continues to do to people over and over and over again. They're not going to be happy until somebody takes their life, in my opinion. And that's truly it. Everything is for a show. No respect. None whatsoever. Yeah, she just said that. I've heard that she said that before. I didn't realize she said it in this one either. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. I know some of this is triggering.
Rounds, it's a sad story.
Hey, Nardali.
Someone else. I said it. She's a cash cow.
Laura, she does that all the time.
Cash cow. People were making hand over fist with that one. But you know what? Justin went down there.
Wow.
A couple of times. Justin was out there in the heat and the freezing snow with me.
And the freezing snow.
We looked for her. We protested for her.
Shopaholic, he's my favorite.
These others?
Duty Ron for the win.
All clowns. You know what? Justin doesn't need to do this. I don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. But you want to know something? We care about these people. And
we care so much that we've exploited every single dime of it. We've announced his death. We've done all of these other horrific things. We put the family in a legal situation where we're letting them handle it all on their own, even though we handheld them right to the position that they got into. But that's not our concern. We're going to toss Letitia under the bus because now we've got Wynette, who is co-signing all of our bullshit. That's exactly what they've done. So when Letitia walked away, they buddied up to Wynette, and Wynette, being the stepmom who won't speak on behalf of these other people, thankfully, does enough speaking on behalf of too many people still and co-signing this bullshit. In reality, it's showing is their lack of care and concern about Marvon. And that's what's really disheartening at the end of the day, because you cannot overlook that they are missing the bigger picture of hurting Marvon and his family, his kids, his wife, people he loved. Sorry, I hate that. I get to the point where I start talking in past tense too after watching all of this content, and I try to catch myself. So I apologize again. People he loves.
That are blessed beyond belief. We're blessed with family. We're blessed with beautiful, children. And you want to know something? A good moral ethic code that we live by. And
what the fuck?
We're blessed with beautiful, children. And you want to know something? A good moral ethic code that we live by. And that's why me and him get along. And it's so weird that we even look alike. We got the same dog. We wear the same designers.
We have the same car.
We have the same car.
That's why you're called the Wish version of Ken and Barbie, because you're both pathetic. But okay, continue on with your little designer shit. A polished turd is still a turd.
Not intentionally either. I mean, none of it's intentional.
Is yours white or is yours black?
Mine's black.
See, mine is white.
Oh, they're so cute.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Mix Chica.
All right.
She's awesome, man.
Well, I just got a few things in, and I do need to research it. So I guess we'll close it up first.
And that was that of this one. Oh, what's this one?
To see her brother. I think it's amazing that Miss Letitia put in the Justice for Vaughn. She said she'd be willing to answer questions.
This is from July 25th.
Guys and Jack. Oh my God, I forgot to scroll it. Yeah, so I did get to go back and forth with her. I've tried not to call because I know that she's been a little upset with the things that have been happening lately. All right, so the Cash App is spelled wrong.
Crazy. Do you guys remember who was in those groups on Facebook? I know some of you weren't, because some of you are only YouTube people. There was a lot of us that were. Anybody remember that post? Any question that was actually asked about transparency was deleted or ignored or attacked. So anything that was asked for any type of transparency was not answered or ignored. And then the person was drug about it. Yep. It was just the same thing. The whole, I think I posted it. It's like a 16 or 17 long minute video with the entire post. It should be on Facebook, or it's on Facebook and over here too.
Now, wait.
That was at the end of July.
Cash App is spelled wrong.
Hey, Bad Apple.
All right.
Thanks for everything you're doing. You've put out some really good clips. I was looking through them.
All right, I'll fix it. I forgot the P. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, are we good? We're good? Good. All right, we good? All right. Come on, Justin. Molly, it's okay to make mistakes. Not this many in one day.
Molly makes
just
mistakes.
Put the word app. Got it. Cash App's fine. Yeah. If you guys got $5, she would appreciate it. I know. Thank you, Gypsy. I know that these people will appreciate anything that you will give them. It's very important I would really like to see Rochelle, his sister, go out there and to see her brother. I think it's amazing that he's breathing on his own.
But what's crazy about that is there's multiple siblings, like I said before. They were so focused on Rochelle. Meanwhile, they also said that Rochelle took a bunch of time off work in the beginning of this and couldn't take any more time off, but they were raising money for her to go. She kept posting and asking them to stop basically collecting money on her behalf on her own post, but they just keep on. And then she drags Rochelle after all of this, makes an apology video. It's just been a fucking mess. Nothing has been straightforward at all.
And to answer a lot of the questions that people were asking in the last video, they were asking, you know, does he have an update? I personally don't know that, because the deal that Andrea made with remember, this is July 25th, y'all. July 25th. Hold on just a minute. Miss Bias's Letitia Bias's attorney, and she does have an attorney. I know everyone's saying, well, not everyone, that there's a rumor going around that she doesn't have legal representation, and that they want verification.
Hold on, y'all. The oldest is trying to get groceries and needs my input for a second. Give me 1 second. He needs stuff for lunches. Okay, bye. Hey, Dawson. Sorry, y'all. It's very helpful that the oldest is like helps with groceries, but she's also OCD as hell. So she keeps me on my toes. All right, let's continue this. How did you end up in here now? I got rid of one cat and got the other.
And proof of where this money is going. Number one, if you're not donating, you have no right to ask. Okay? You either support this family and you support Marvon McRae, or you don't.
So if you're not donating, and if you don't buy the bullshit that they're saying, again, this was July 25th, the date that we were supposed to get all these answers. We were supposed to be served all this transparency, which we know never happened. But if you don't donate, you don't buy their bullshit, this is, in essence, not supporting Marvon. When in reality, this is not Marvon's story that they're telling. This is a story that they've fabricated and taken pieces and parts of and made their own. This is not his story. He didn't need anybody to be his voice. And they appointed themselves that. Absolutely disgusting. Nanya, are you putting people in timeout? This is why I don't even pay attention. The girls, the Tessas know what's up. The Tessas handle it. We have such a good chat over here, though. Oh, always. It's just funny. Period.
There needs to be no questions asked.
There needs to be no questions asked. So the date that Letitia was making a post about answering these questions, right? That was the purpose of it. We're going to be truthful. We're going to be transparent. We want everybody to feel secure in what's going on. We're going to lay it all out there. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening and I'm going to do this. But it was never done. In the meantime, the post is up and people are asking questions. And here's Molly over here telling 2.7K people, do not ask questions. Don't you dare, basically. Come on. And yes, I was in those groups right at the beginning and basically screen recorded and screenshot all of their shit because I knew from the start that something was like as things progressed, there was a definite, you could see something wasn't making sense. Yeah, I don't care what you do. You know that.
Especially a family that is this kind. Every time I talk to someone in this family, do you know what they call me? Ma'am. Everything is, hello, ma'am.
The family, no questions, because the family's kind and they call Molly ma'am. First of all, it's because you're older than them. That's why they're calling you ma'am. Because even though you try to act like you're in your teens, that's not the case. And it's a Southern thing. What the hell?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm like, I love them. I'm not used to that. You know what I'm saying? Why is everybody telling me I look beautiful? I'm sweating like a whore in church. Thank you,
You said it,
Crystal.
not us.
Thank you, Faith. Okay, let's see. All right. I'm just waiting for this thing to charge because I don't want to lose her. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Justin. Thank you, Crystal. I fixed it. I promise.
Oh, that was when the Cash App was wrong.
Yeah, I lived in the South. I lived in Columbus, Georgia for 1 year.
That's, people are like, that's a Southern thing, not nothing more than that.
Welcome back to
Oh, that's one of my voice recording ones. Oh, that's a bad one. Let's see what else we got here.
Hello? To the press. Thank you so much. Hi, Marissa. I was wondering if you know if Letitia has a Venmo account or if you have the correct GoFundMe for Vaughn. Because I actually keep looking for the GoFundMe. I know that I ended up putting it in about 4 videos and I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked and it was a little much. I would like to donate a little something next week when we get paid. I know that it's in the description on a couple of videos.
She couldn't even find the GoFundMe for them. Are you kidding me? I forget about all this crap. Oh, we're not watching that one because she reads the police report. And that triggers me.
This is insane. Last night I gave 1,000, okay? 1,000. I don't want her to be on her own. And the thing is I don't want them calling these people scam artists. And the thing is they're calling Justin and I scam artists. And we're sitting here like, talking about scam artists. So she needs more money. And my point is it's pissing me off that this woman is in a position just to see her own son. Like, what did this woman do to you that was so bad?
Hey, Marissa.
Oh,
can we
hold on.
see-
All right.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Somebody knocked on the door.
If the attorney has like a Cash App or a PayPal or something, that way it can go direct.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back a little bit further.
Bad.
Hey, Marissa.
Listen to this.
Can we see if the attorney has like a Cash App or a PayPal or something? That way it can go directly.
Oh, good idea.
I'm gonna call this.
That's a great idea.
Why didn't they ever do that?
I'm gonna call her right now.
Think about that.
So she's waiting for my call. This poor lady, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna make a public plea. Please, Andrea, please. Don't let this woman be tormented. Don't let all of us have to friggin' listen. I'm willing to do an entire day of fundraising tomorrow. Please. Why can't
Does anybody remember how loaded she was doing that fundraiser? The Michael Jackson one?
you just say yes? I'll leave you alone, I promise. I give you my word.
There was no lawyer.
If you can do this in the next 12 hours, please let her go see her son. I swear to God, I'll back off.
Yes, these
All
are
the
older
videos
clips.
go down. I'm only responsible for myself.
I'll remove mine as well.
They made that plea, and do you think it was ever done? Nope. Nope. Yeah, these are from the end of July. The last two. The one I gave you the exact date on was July 25th. And then this one I screen recorded on July 24th. So I'm assuming it was either the 24th or the 23rd.
Basically, I'll tell you what she said. She said that it's okay for me to share what she sent me. She's really upset because people are thinking that she's a scammer. That she's a scammer, or what do you call it? She's been very upset. So this is what she said.
Same thing. This is the same live, July 24th.
Where it started was I had said, I wonder if he will hear your voice, blah, 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 about, going to see him.
Letitia had been there to see him at this point in time.
Then I say, if I was one of those attorneys in that office, I would skip lunch, I would skip dinner, I would work till midnight and come in on the weekends. All we need is this signature by the judge. That's all they need. A lot of people have been jumping.
Did you guys hear this? This is a good one. This is a good one.
Going to see him. So then I say, if I was one of those attorneys in that office, I would skip lunch, I would skip dinner, I would work till midnight and come in on the weekends. All we need is this signature by the judge. That's all they need. A lot of people have been jumping up on panel that work in the courts and medical, so we're getting new information every day. So this is what she said, and I'm going to call her. She said, yes, the lawyer is working with the money I have right now. The retainer, $4,000, $10 to $15 for the fight. Emergency paperwork was filed yesterday for the judge. And just like they said, this is not about to be an easy task. We went through 15 lawyers in one day just trying to get someone to even take the case. Everyone is.
Why would 15 lawyers decline to take this case? Hey, James, welcome. Nothing's ever been filed. Juju, we don't think she ever went the first time. There's no record that she ever was there the first time. Hold on, y'all. Sis, check and see if she's got pizzas. There's some in the freezer downstairs for the rest of the week. She's got a pack of 4 at least, I know. Sorry. Yeah. 15 lawyers, yeah. We can only prove that there is one trip. One trip. Yeah, now you need a damn drink. I don't blame you. Crazy, huh? The more you hear, the more you're like, what? Wait a second.
Attacking me about money, but that is nowhere the amount that's needed. But before I ask for people to continue to donate, I will sell everything I own.
Hold on.
In one day, just trying to get someone to even take the case. Everyone is attacking me about money, but that is nowhere the amount that's needed. But before I ask for people to continue to donate, I will sell everything I own to make sure this lawyer is paid. The lawyer.
Wait, they never asked for anything. They never asked for anything. I guess that contradicts that again. The more you look back through these, y'all, this is what I'm saying. I'm just going through some of the screen recordings we have that are from the older, like from the beginning of this, when we've started noticing things. And if you go back and listen to some of these, it's mind blowing the things that we were told and people believed as fact. Again, don't beat yourself up for it, but they said she had enough, right? On the 12th, we just heard a screen or a clip that she said she has enough basically. And if she needs more, she would tell us. Then we were told, you know, she never asked for anything. And Molly just confirms this in her message back and forth with Letitia that before I ask for anything more, I'll sell everything. What did you sell? What did you ever do to help yourself be able to see your biological son? What did you do? Now this pisses me off. No matter which way you turn it, they weren't the victims. No, Italy, not at all.
Okay, the lawyer at Keystone was too expensive, and I still had to.
The lawyer at Keystone, Justin made a post about teens' legal services. Then they say Keystone. Then they said something about Scorpio's daughter worked at this law firm. How many times, how many different ways can they spin this all into a complete mess?
Wait to see if they were willing to take the case. Then I got a call from the lawyer I'm working with now. So she's a little cheaper and she's not a big law firm. But just like she said, she would do everything in her power to get me to my son. So I'm trying to do the best that I can with what I have, and in my case, very limited. When I'm the mother and she's the wife. And I said, can I please give an update for the...
You're the biological mother. That's it. That's all. Nothing more. And yes, that is his wife.
Fundraiser. I'll help get the money.
Wait, what?
And I said, can I please give an update for the fundraiser?
Sorry.
I'll help get the money for you.
Can I please?
And I said, can I please give an update for the fundraiser? I'll help get the money for you. And she says, yes, ma'am. Are you going live tonight? I said, no, I'm not going to go live. We'll find there. I said, I'm not going to go live, but is it okay if I go downstairs and record it, meaning pre-record it, and put it out as a video? I can call you in 2 minutes and you can kind of explain. I just want them to hear it from your mouth. You know what I'm saying, because they're calling me a scammer artist and Justin, and it's just one particular little group of trolls. They're mad because they started all of this on Facebook and they didn't want YouTubers involved. And if YouTubers weren't involved, then we wouldn't be where we're at today. Calling you in a minute. I will be live.
Okay, sorry, but here's part of me listening to Molly read this and watching her stutter all over, and you know how she read that love letter supposedly. She's doing the exact same thing with this. I would really like to see what the actual text message said from Letitia, what it actually said versus what Molly says it says. That is something that I will point out.
Screw it. And she says, okay, these people are so mean. I'm being called a scammer also. And then I said, it's only like 6 people. Your son has...
It's only like 6 people. Remember, it's only like 6 people attacking them, supposedly. But they've never showed proof of these attacks either.
15,000 people behind you and your son.
Actually, it's 45,000 or 50,000 now.
Okay, so this is the thing, you guys.
I cannot believe her. I can, but not... Oh, there's so much.
1.5 hours. I have not slept all night long. I put up a video and it's called Money, Donations, and blah, blah, blah. Was I hurt in the beginning? Abso-freaking-lutely. Because there was a comment made from Marvan's sister saying, you know, that, you know, about people making money off of her brother's name. And
shocker. Yep. Rochelle made a comment about people making money off her brother's name. And she also put that she was confused. And Molly flipped out, made a whole live basically accusing them that now that they had enough money to secure the attorney, they weren't needed anymore. She disparaged the sister. And then she does this apology video half-ass and says, Letitia gives me her blessing and I apologize. We've done videos on all of this already. It's just disgusting, though. The emotional manipulation in the games that she's played with this family have been nonstop. This will be the last one that we're going to do because I'm not going to hurt your eardrums any more than we already have today. But holy cow, it's just sickening to hear these things. Yeah, I don't either, curious at all.
You know, it's hurtful, you know. No one ever wants to, you know, feel like that. So I made that video and I was talking to everyone and I felt a lot better by the time I ended it. But what do you know? As soon as I came up to my bed with my little doggy, I heard from her. She sent me a beautiful message. And she said, oh, don't worry about my daughter. She goes, my daughter was very emotional last night. So she told me to keep on doing what you guys are doing. And it melted my heart. So I think I could finally get some rest.
Keep on.
And you know how Molly Golightly is. I told her to check her PayPal. Don't worry.
So because Molly, I forgot about this shit too. Y'all, some of this shit just makes me go, oh my gosh, I forgot about all of these things that they said. So she makes, her and Rochelle have this little tiff that goes on. There's a live done about it. It might even still be up. If not, I did the full screen recording on it. Or bits and pieces of it. And you can see how Molly was setting that up. But then she gets a message supposedly from Letitia saying, don't worry about my daughter. She's just emotional. Keep on keeping on. And her way of securing this was to send her money. Isn't that interesting? Crazy. Hey, everybody popping in. I don't have a bird, but a duck and a duck are technically a penguin. I don't know what you're saying.
We gotcha. We gotcha, lady. We gotcha. So yes, hopefully today we'll get some good news. I just need to rest. And to
all about her,
Marvan's sister, if you're watching this, I want you to know that my intentions are good. I told your mother, I feel like I was born to do this. I've always felt like being some sort of philanthropist to help people in any way, shape, or form was like what I was supposed to do.
Oh,
maybe
God.
that's probably why I hated being a makeup artist, hated being a realtor, and all that all the stuff that I did before. I love what I do. I do. But I don't want you to feel like your brother is being exploited. But what I do want to say is that I think that you and your family need to get some rest right now before this thing gets much, much bigger. Because I have spoken to someone very big in the press, and he said that
Vinny,
the Marvon Jackson
McRae
story is madness. And he also asked, is he still on life support? So I think all that's gonna, I'm just letting you know that I have your brother's and your family's best intentions. I like, my heart is completely in this. I've never met Marvon, but I love him. I absolutely love him.
phony ass bitch.
But then again, every time I get connected to a case, I love them too.
Yeah, we know
So-
you love exploiting anything and everything you can. That's it. Oh, Lordy. What's this one?
Thank you. You're welcome. God bless you, hon. You too. Enjoy your evening. You too. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, that's when they brought her up crying. I forgot about that. Ugh. Y'all, there's over 1,000. There's like 1,500 recordings. And we've done like 8 of them. And I'm not even joking. There's so much. You're right. She did hours. Yes, Beth, I agree. 100%. Yep. Does this make you guys, does anybody see a little bit more than they did before? Is this helping anybody understand how big this has gotten out of control? Like how major this has gotten out of control and why we're still doing this? I hope it helps somebody understand, like, looking back at some of these. Juju, please don't beat yourself up either. You had no idea. A lot of people didn't know. And when you want to believe the best in somebody, you really want to believe it. Solo, right? I know some of us heard this stuff at the beginning. She's an evil genius. Sick how she orchestrates, right? And curious, you know what's crazy is she's orchestrating the drama community right now too. She's infiltrated the drama community. Just so you guys are aware, Makeup Mobster, I don't think is in here, and I need to message her, but I do know firsthand that people are joining people's memberships to get into Discords and get information for Molly. I have seen some stuff with that happening already. I don't do Discord whatsoever. I never will. So there's that. But if you're a creator and you have a Discord, just be careful because Molly's group is infiltrating some of these Discords. So, right, Smokey, you're 100%. You're 100%. Yeah, it's maddening, right? Yep. Okay. Right. I do too. I know. I know. I feel so bad for people that were really honestly duped by this. Like there was a lot of people, and that's why we're continuing to, yes, 100% she is absolutely orchestrating that stuff. Yep. There's a lot going on though. There's a lot of different angles on this, and they all, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't even have Discord and don't intend on it. Again, we're trying to find the best platform to do like a more secure, granted, it's not going to be secure, it's social media, but more one-on-one safe environment where we can chat and talk mental health and like a support group, because there is a lot of people here that would love to be able to connect like that and talk beyond this. So we are still trying to figure it out. I just don't want it to be a paid group or that you guys have to pay to be a part of. I know that it kind of helps limit out some of the BS, but at the same time, I don't want to make profit off of people's needing to connect and have support. Does that make sense? I mean, I hope it does, but. Yes, Chartreuse, that's absolutely true. Yep, Welsh. Good, Juju. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, Bizarro World, welcome. I love Makeup Mobster. Yeah, Makeup Mobster is like, I adore her. Frustrated Lurker, I adore that channel. Miss Lee, like there's some really good people in her chat too. Nana L, B Fergs, like she's got some of the really good old school drama community, I think, that know so much, and they're just very straightforward and fun people too. T, yes, like there's a lot of them in there that I don't know who is all who, but yes, we need to do that again. Yeah, Juju, that's a lot of people did. Can I make my Facebook page private and do lives from there? I wouldn't make my Facebook page private just because that's how we're getting facts out. I could do streams on Facebook, but it wouldn't be a private setting. We could do a group maybe on Facebook, but I don't like Facebook groups. I just don't. I don't know why. Yeah. Money grab. Yeah. Happy. I've heard that. I've heard it's really easy to dox people's real information. There's a lot of ways you can screw up and give out your real information without knowing. Yeah. So a lot of people don't. So I'm trying to find a way of like figuring something out. I'm hoping that YouTube makes some changes to this platform at some point in time, but I don't know how that will go. Facebook's hard for a lot of people. Like people, it can be a mess over there. Yeah, I like Facebook just because that's where I'm from and I just know how to navigate what I know how to navigate. But as far as like using it beyond that, I don't. As Nanya says, I'm asleep by 7 o'clock at night. I'm an old lady, which is true. I'm up at like 5 a.m. and asleep at like 8 o'clock at night. What happens is I fall asleep and then I wake up on and off all night long. Hey, Smiles. All right, y'all. I'm not going to keep you guys on here much longer. I know that there's a lot of people live and there's a lot of shit going on. Yes. Yeah. Happy. You can't there's always that. I know. That's the thing. You guys do miss the epic Tessa's taking out people in the comment section on Facebook because when they start going, man, they hit those facts one after another. I just pop in and say, just so you know, I only speak for myself, not Uni, not Katie. I only speak for me. And then I peace out because they're just boom, boom, boom. But it's interesting. Yeah, Nerd Alley, there's a lot there. Exactly, Peg. That's what I feel too. Like, why are we putting it? That's the thing for me. I can't. And even Patreon, I think you have to set it up. But I was thinking if there's a way that I could set it up and like, say there is 50 people that wanted to join, if I could just pay, like set it so it's 99 cents or something, and then I could just pay the $50 myself and let those people like something like that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I don't want people to have to pay to talk about what they need. Like that doesn't make sense. Oh, Tellboy, welcome. We've just been bullshitting about all of the stuff that's going on. There's a lot. Hit the like before the over and out. You guys are funny. Welcome in everybody that's new. I hope you guys all have fun when you're over here. We'll be back this week. I'm going to get the Tessas on. If Mr. Cantonio ever would get home early enough and not be completely wiped out, I'll bring him on and you guys can ask him 1,001 questions. But the man is always running. And then when he is off, I always feel bad. Hey, do you want to go live? No, he wants to sit on the couch and put his feet up and do nothing. He works his ass off. But one of these nights I'll get him on. He already agreed. So yeah, I do too. I hate that too. I hate the thought of charging for groups. That's me too, Nanya. I don't think there's got to be something better. I don't know who came up with that one, but I love it. Mr. Cantonio. I missed it in the comments when it was originally said, so I don't know who said it, but Nanya told me about it afterwards. So now we're just referring to him as that. All right, you guys that are new here, I also give the most awkward goodbyes that are long and drawn out. And then at the end, I always come back around and tell you guys that I do this. And Nanya calls me out in the comments, but this is just us. Welcome. We call everybody Tessas and Tessers over here. You don't even have to get along with us. You can still be one of us. You might just get to sleep on the other side of the island with the thorns. But with that, I am out. I know. I don't either. I don't remember who it was either. I don't know. See, I'm waiting. I love the long, awkward goodbye. It's my signature. I'm never going to be able to fix this shit either. I came on like a wrecking ball and I'm still here. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I hope everybody remembers that you are worthy. You are important. Please take time out for yourself, no matter what it is. At the end of the day, do some self-care. Everybody's important and needs to refresh and refill themselves before we can refill anybody else. So, and I know a lot of you are spending a lot of time trying to help build everybody else up around you. So remember to build yourself up at the same time. With that said, don't get involved in too much of this drama, because remember, at the end of the day, it's all working for MGL, who's profiting off all this. MGL. So, Contessa, over and out. Have a great night.